Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Very impressed by South Africa's president, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, and because he has balls, big ones, he just made a statement. He came out and said, you know what? The BRICS Summit will be held in a physical format. I'm not talking about that kind of physical or that kind of physical. That means the presidents of states, the presidents of the BRICS states will participate at the summit in South Africa in August in person. I have to confess here that I didn't know almost anything about Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa before the day I heard something shaking like the ground. I said, what's going on? So I looked down the window and there were two big balls rolling to doom. I said, what's that? And then Ramaphosa said, it's me, pushing aside the balls. So that's how I got to know President Cyril Ramaphosa, with big balls. And I don't know how smart he is or how dumb he is, but one thing I know, he has balls. The same as that communist in Brazil, Lula. Got balls. I don't know, he is what he is, but he got balls. The same as Xi Jinping. Biden has no balls. His balls are just rolling. They're rolling behind him. When he walks in the shuffles in a room, his balls. Anyway, others don't have balls at all. Like, for instance, Scholz. Squeaky, 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 squeaky. Nothing there. And others, Sunak and... All right, let's see what Ramaphosa says. Agence France Presse. Today, July 9th, 2023. BRICS Summit to be physical, despite Putin warrant. South Africa. This is, you can see one of his balls right here. Right, the other one is behind his back, between his legs. All right, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa said Sunday that next month's BRICS Summit, which Vladimir Putin has been invited to attend, will be held in person, despite an arrest warrant on the Russian leader. South Africa is the current chair of the BRICS, a grouping of heavyweights that also includes Brazil, Russia, India, and China, to challenge the dominant US and European-led global governance structures. Well, that's beautiful how these guys are made this up right here. Beautiful. You could have called it US hegemony and save some words here, okay? And I'm quoting, the BRICS Summit is going ahead and we are finalizing our discussions on the format, end quote, Ramaphosa told South African journalists on the sidelines of a conference by the ruling ANC, adding it will be a, and I'm quoting, physical meeting, end quote. He did not say if Putin, who is wanted by the International Criminal Court ICC over accusations that Russia unlawfully deported Ukrainian children, would attend or not. And I'm quoting, we are going to have a physical BRICS summit. All of us are committed to having a summit where we will be able to eyeball each other, end quote, he said in response to a question during a briefing broadcast live on local television networks. Last time when he said that, the next day his office said, oh, Mr. Ramaphosa misspoke. I don't think he misspoke. The first time, I don't think he misspoke this time. And I'm quoting again Mr. Ramaphosa. We have not held a physical summit for almost 3 years. It's not going to be virtual, end quote, he stressed. As a member of the ICC, International Criminal Court, which is just an organization, okay, that's not a United Nations body or, organization. It's just an international, a few countries made up a criminal court, and that's it. Some of them are signatories, some of them are not. South Africa is, United States is not, Russia is not, China is not, Iran is not, and others are not, okay? So anyway, just so you know who's who, what's what. As a member of the ICC, South Africa would be expected to arrest Putin if he sets foot in the country. Now, we all know that is an imbecilic even statement or proposition. We all know that. It's like you hear, for instance, Austria. We will arrest if Putin comes to Austria or Lithuania. Psst, really? If he comes over there, he comes sitting on a missile. Don't worry about him. As a member of the ICC, South Africa. Okay. There had been speculations in the local media that Pretoria was considering moving the talks to China, which is not signatory of the Rome Statute, to avoid being put in a position of having to arrest Putin. Well, it seems like South Africa turned around and farted in your face again. South Africa did the same thing to another leader from Africa, or former leader. That was, again, he had an arrest warrant issued by the ICC. I will call it that way because international means, oh, everybody. No, it's just a body. It's a few. It's like you, I, and someone from Chile. We make an organization, and it's an international organization. That's how it is. And then we issue whatever warrants we want to whomever, based on our we're two countries. Well, two countries because we're two people. It's international. I'm from US, you are from Chile. All right, good, international. Two countries already. Like you have the World Championship in baseball. How many countries on this planet play baseball? Or American handball, football. Again, 3-4 countries. Oh, it's international. That's, ooh, yeah, what, the Super Bowl. What are you talking about? Anyway, it's not that they push anybody away, it's just that is 5 countries at the most or something, and baseball the same thing. The same here. The International Criminal Court in The Hague is 100 countries, I think, 100 or so countries. Okay, one of 193. Again, it's not something mandatory like the United Nations thing. No, it's not nations, it's a different thing. But hey, let's keep going here. So they had to arrest an ex-leader from Africa, and a few years ago, I can't remember when it was, 2016, 2018, 19, I can't remember, and they didn't do anything about it. South Africa has not condemned Russia's invasion of Ukraine, saying it is impartial and prefers dialogue, which is pushing for. Now, again, the arrest warrant is a diplomatic dilemma for Pretoria. I don't think it is at all, which has been close to the Kremlin since the anti-apartheid struggle years. Dilemma of Pretoria, that's another weasel move. Pretoria is not scared of the ICC court, The Hague, the Germany or other weasels that are signatories of that. They're not. This is another strange thing. It's the United States who pressures Pretoria, which United States is not a signatory of the ICC. So this is the weaselship. United States is not a signatory of that thing, but say, hey, you gotta respect that, and we're gonna push you. You have to respect the ICC warrant. Wait a minute, you're not even a member. Beat it, jerk it off, bye, see you, never, don't come back. That's another stupidity. United States that does not even believe in ICC tells Pretoria, you don't exist. For me, you don't exist. You're not part of my organization. Say what? Say what? Zip it down. Move in. Let's go. Oh my God, you make me be very, very rude here on neutral position. So, this is what it is, and it says, last month Ramaphosa led a 7-country African peace delegation, including representatives from the Republic of Congo, Egypt, Senegal, and Uganda, in a historic attempt to broker peace between Kiev and Moscow. No, they didn't. They did that, but it's nice to meet the people in person. And this is crazy. All right, bye-bye. And I'm glad they do that. Sometimes in my life, I had some people that I met, and I realized, man, this guy's a weasel. But he was sneaky weasel. Weasels are sneaky, that's why they're weasels. And then these weasels, if you see through them, you understand they're weasels. But some others, they don't understand. And if you tell, hey, Michael or Gigi or Thomas, this guy is a weasel, they don't see it. And they think you are somehow, you're the bad guy for saying something they don't see. The best way is to do like this. Warn them and say, see you when you get by the weasel. All right, sit tight. And let them interact. And at one point, the weasel will show his face, is going to weasel these guys somehow. Direct. So the same, these guys went over there from Africa, they met Zelensky, and they saw him and was like, whoa. What? For Zelensky, there's nothing but his peace proposal. Nothing. And he's not even winning anything. I mean, he's at the whim of the Americans, but he's my peace proposal. You have no word here. Your word has no weight. But has it? It has weight because of the United States of America. That's all. Not European Union, United States of America. That's all. Even Britain is quiet lately. You know, the house servant of the United States of America's plantation. Sunak is kind of like, yeah, we're going to send you this. Yeah, Storm Shadow. Yeah, okay. Don't use the Challenger 2 tanks. They're very fragile. That's how this guy, Zelensky, affords to be such a rude person when he visits Bulgaria and he calls the Bulgarian president in his face, calls him out, lectures him on live TV. Not because he's tough. He's a clown. He's a comedian. He's a clown. He plays a role over there. All of a sudden, he's all like, yeah. He's a comedian. You can see it through him. He's about to burst in laughing, saying, look at these idiots. They roll the red carpet for me. They do whatever I tell them. Why? Because the big guy is behind me. And if they don't do what I tell them, and I tell them to do whatever I want, I call them however I want. And they're like, yes. Yes. Why? Because of the big guy. That's the whole thing. But Ramaphosa has balls. Remember? There you have it. And the only thing is going to be possibly, Putin is not going to show up in Pretoria. That's my gut feeling. He's not going to come. He's not going to fly to South Africa. It's kind of like a big distance, but who knows? I don't think he would go over there. I don't. I would give him 50-50 that he would go to Pretoria. Possibility 100%, probability 50%. But the point is, Ramaphosa says it, we're actually going to ignore your little international BS. And you shut the hell up, you're not even a signatory. I don't talk to you, talk to the palm, or to the hand, or maybe talk to my balls. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.